place your hand on the device in front of you.
The things I feel. A robot assistant is prompted to go into an adventure after coming in contact with a device that makes her feel things for the first time ever. To the delight of a young boy that is in her care, was a very absent mother who is too busy to realize he needs comfort and he needs attention. And he ends up receiving this from this unlikely source. But the thing about this robot is she knows she's not supposed to feel anything, and she is aware that this is a malfunction, although she seems to be enjoying this malfunction. What is sad to me is to think that the reality that this writer has conveyed as this new world is that feeling and experiencing life is not the norm within this new reality. It is thought of as an error instead of the way things are. And that's obvious from the son's interaction with his mother or lack thereof comfort that we see, that it almost becomes this foreign thing that, oh, now we get to experience. But I also get a sense that everything in this world is artificial. We even see the things in nature, which we think, oh, he's getting out and he's enjoying nature. But then we get a glimpse that maybe these are actually artificial things as well. What I do think is wonderful is that this boy got to enjoy like a reality that evolved comfort and quality and feeling, but that he won't get that tomorrow. And I thought it'd be really cool and interesting to see that juxtaposition. Obviously, if this was a longer film, and just her motivation, you almost wanted her to not report this malfunction. You felt like she also wanted to not report this malfunction, but there was something that was inherently in her that made her do it, which makes me think, oh, what is this world like? I would have loved to see more of the world to get a sense of why this absence of feeling is just so normal here.
The things I feel. I loved the eerie futuristic vibes, and I think it's really effectively done in terms of the title being The Things I Feel and getting to see from the perspective of an AI robot, knowing that there is still that sense of soul that we're getting to attach to, that longing for something that feels real. But the kind of hierarchy in real versus non-human uh, creation. So I thought that was very interesting. I thought the created that perfect uncanny feeling of a domestic life and what the perfect housewife and nanny would seem like. So it made for that juxtaposition of the longing for something raw and real to come through. Um, I thought the design of the entire piece, I fully believed in the world that was built, which I think is really important, especially for futuristic like concepts like this. Um, but yeah, I loved the space in between that allowed it all to kind of roll over the viewer and let that connection to a robot happen for us.
The things I feel. This was a very well done short. First of all, the special effects are incredible. I think there is a stunning, beautiful cinematography. Like, it's very like worth of any blockbuster, sci-fi blockbuster out there. And the story, the concept is very meaningful. You can see the android that is malfunctioning and start feeling things for humans, until the shocking ending when she decides to just report herself. I think it was very powerful, very touching moment, and seeing these android start developing feelings for this kid. I think it was a very well developed plot, and the acting that was absolutely brilliant, especially the main character. Overall, on top of that, there is a beautiful cinematography, as we said, great direction. I really enjoyed the way the film has been developed with these uh, fantastic, beautiful shots, and these great these moving shots also, never too static, never too boring. And overall, I think that the movie was also has a very compelling premise. So very well done. Congratulations.
The Things I Feel. Great concept. Android nanny accidentally gets a sense of emotion with the child she takes care of. The actors were so comfortable together. It was very realistic. The home set of the future with the beiges and the whites and the clean lines, it was a style that's so convincing. The message, I think, is that Hadley could not process the emotions, the feelings that she was having. And that's why she reports herself. And it's so sad because you just don't want her to do it. You want her to carry on and live and be happy raising this boy. But she's an android.
The Things I Feel was really heartbreaking. I love these films that examine AI and humanity. It reminded me a lot of Ex Machina, which is one of my favorite films. I loved watching this AI woman slowly become self-aware and slowly realize her own humanity, even though she's a robot. I liked seeing her slowly feel this emotion and this attachment to this young boy. And she sort of develops this appreciation for life. There was a little twist at the end that blink and you'll miss it, but seeing her eyes reflected in the cow sort of made you question whether the cow was even real or not, which was a really cool choice. I enjoyed that. And then at the end, having her memories erased and sort of reverted back to default settings was really sad, especially the fact that she reported herself. I thought that was an interesting take. I guess she defaulted to her original programming and she couldn't really escape that, which was really sad. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film, and I love anything that examines AI and where that can take us.
That was just sad. To have human feelings makes her defective. I love the speech in this. It made it sound that she was an android. She wasn't human, and that human things scare her. It made it clear that something wasn't as it was supposed to be. The little boy sounded perfectly human, full of emotion, the affliction in his voice where she had hardly any. It was a great acting job on her behalf doing that, and for this film to show that even not only is she artificial, but so are the cows. That wasn't what I was expecting. It's something that was quite intriguing, to show a whole world that is artificial except one person, a little boy. It makes everything come into perspective a little more of this world that we're in. A dreary look at the future for what will happen when android bots come if they ever do. It's just sad.
This review is for The Things I Feel. They explore this premise of what androids or humanoids might feel if they got to feel. I love the special effects for this film. This premise is very interesting, and I love the lighting and their adventure. It was sad to see the kid abandoned by the mom, that she seems to be so focused on her job. Even in this imagined future, kids are relegated to second or third priorities versus our jobs. But I love this premise, and I like when they explore this type of fantasies where a machine can feel. It is very interesting.